I was thinking about manifestation because some of y'all know that's what I post a lot about, but then was thinking about Christianity also because my background is a Christian background. Grew up in a very Baptist household, learning about the Bible, going to church. I was on the usher board at one point at my church for many years, even up until college. And I know sometimes talking about manifestation, law of attraction, not all Christians, but I know some Christians that I know have a deep sense of like fundamental connection to Christianity, have told me things like, well, manifestation, law of attraction, that's not Christian based. I like to disagree. Here's why. In Christianity, it's not called law of attraction manifestation, but in Christianity, it's called faith. What's the definition of faith for my Christians out there? It was one of my favorite Bible verses. I actually used to have a section of Bible verses up in my college dorm of just different verses that I really liked that I connected to and to help me get through that time because college, Lord, as amazing as it was rough at the same time. And the scripture was Hebrews 11:1. What does it say? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. What does that mean? Essentially, right, that means that there's a substance, right? There's something that maybe you want, that you're praying for, that you're hoping for, but you know it's there. You know it's yours already. Just like that song, I was listening to this earlier, actually. Gospel song by Donald K. Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers. Get your inheritance, right? By faith. What did it say? Dun, 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 dun. By faith receive the blessing of Abraham. The blessing of Abraham, right? So it's like there's this faith, right? This blessing, realizing that there is this faith that you're deeply connected to, right? And realizing when you pray for something, right, you have this faith like, oh God, hoping this, I want to heal this, hope the situation changes, right? But there's a faith there deeply connected to God where you're like, but I know it's here. Like, I know God is going to grant this to me and I know it's here, right? Maybe for some people, maybe it's not God. Maybe it's Saint Virgin Mary, right, is going to give you something for those that may be Catholic, right? So you believe that there is this sense of like praying towards something, receiving it, right? That's faith, right? That's the substance of things hoped for. So you're not just hoping for it. Oh, I hope this happens. There's a substance already. So it's there, right? The evidence of things not seen. So it's there. Their evidence is there. You may not necessarily be able to see it, but the evidence is there. I like to sometimes connect it to a package. You're not home. A lot of us might do delivery packages or like order something, then it gets delivered like Amazon or some other website or source, right? You order something, it gets delivered to your house. You get a notification. This thing has been delivered to your house. Okay, great. The evidence, it's there. You don't see it, but the evidence is there because you received the email notification saying that it's there. However, you don't get or receive the package until you actually get home. And then there it is. Then you see it. You see the evidence once you're there, right? Once you're home. And I think that's the thing with faith, manifestation, law of attraction, is that sometimes we don't receive it, what we want, because sometimes we're looking elsewhere. We're outside. We're external. But it's only until we come back home to ourselves, to our true nature, to connecting to whatever you might call God or Christ or Buddha or Allah or your higher self. It's not till you come back to your true deep core of self, when you come back home, then you can receive it. Even in that Donald Lawrence song, by the way, the song is called The Blessing of Abraham, if you want to check it out. Even in that song, they're saying, by faith, believe it's yours. But then at a certain point, they keep saying, right, go get it. Like, go get it. Go get your inheritance. Realizing it's there. But the way you go get it is if you come back home to yourself. And then you can receive it. right? So for all my Christians out there, I want you just to think, is there a possibility? Just maybe. Not saying there's a right or wrong way, but could there be a possibility that faith, law of attraction manifestation, that perhaps we're all talking about the same thing in different ways? In the same way, you might say 2 plus 2 equals 4. That is true. But 2 plus 2 doesn't only equal 4. You can get to 4 many ways. 2 times 2, 8 minus 4. All these other ways get you to this answer number 4. But you're all saying the same thing. You're all getting the same answer. So is it possible, just a possibility, that perhaps when we talk about faith, law of attraction, that we're really talking about the same thing, talking about the same answer, but it's just a different way to get to home? Just a thought.